It's the early 90s. The stage is dim, the crowd is buzzing, and Kurt Cobain walks up with his battered Fender Mustang or Jaguar hanging low on his shoulder. He plugs in, steps in front of the amp, and then it starts. That unmistakable, high-pitched scream of guitar feedback. But this wasn't an accident. This was part of the chaos he was trying to control. Kurt Cobain didn't just tolerate feedback. He embraced it. For him, it wasn't noise. It was emotion. Growing up on punk rock and underground noise bands, Cobain was obsessed with raw sound. Bands like Sonic Youth used feedback not just as a mistake, but as an instrument. Kurt took that lesson to heart. He wanted Nirvana's music to feel like it was always on the edge of breaking down. And feedback? That was the sound of tension. It was unpredictable, alive, just like him. During live shows, especially in songs like Endless Nameless or the bridge of Smells Like Teen Spirit, feedback became a tool to release energy. He'd lean into the amp, let the pickup scream, thrash his guitar around, or just let it hang there while the sound grew louder. It was rebellion, against control, against polish, against expectation. He didn't want a clean, perfect sound. He wanted something that sounded real, even if it was uncomfortable, but it wasn't just for show. That feedback often set the tone for what came next. It made people uneasy, made them lean in. Then, when the full band kicked in, it hit even harder. It was like tearing open the song before it started. Technically, Kurt would achieve this using high-output pickups, cranked amps, and sometimes even cheap, overdriven gear that most guitarists would avoid. But to him, that gear had character. The feedback was just another voice in the song, sometimes screaming, sometimes moaning, sometimes just echoing through the chaos. Offstage, Kurt once said he liked the sound of a guitar about to explode. That was the spirit of grunge. Not perfection, just raw, emotional, beautiful noise. So the next time you hear that shriek of feedback in a Nirvana performance, don't think of it as a mistake. Think of it as Kurt talking to us. In a language only the broken amps, cheap pedals, and beat-up guitars could understand, because in that noise, there was truth, and Kurt was never afraid to let it be heard.